Hey guys, welcome back to Can Outdoors. Today's video, I'm adding 2 more rod holders to my rod holder setup here on my Sun Dolphin Boss 12 SS kayak. The reason I'm doing that is right now I have 4. I have 2 bait caster setups and 2 spinning combo setups, and I'd like to add 2 more rod holders so that I don't have to cut things off and tie things on as much while I'm on the water, especially in a tournament. You don't have as much time. You get 8 hours, but that 8 hours just flies by, especially when you're looking for fish. So I'm going to add 2 more to this. I'm going to add 1 more for a spinning combo and 1 more for a bait caster, so I can have 3 of each. And we'll see how that goes. Well, it's going to go pretty good, I promise. But we'll also have to add a couple more of these rod leashes that I built. I made those myself. I'll show you guys how to do that in another video, but for today's video we're just going to make 2 more rod holders so I can carry extra rods with me. The best way I found to do that was to take these ones off the back 2, and instead put this coming off of it like this, and then I can have two instead of one. So it'll be like that. And I'll do 1 for each side. So I bought some of these, some of these. These ones here are these ones are for like a septic or something. They have that angle to it. And then, of course, these ones just come straight off. They're straight T. You could use just these T's instead, but I, for some reason, like these for the rod holders. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way they look, but it just seems to add a little style to it for some reason. I know that's weird, but I like it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add 2 more rod holders. I'm also going to bolt on this paddle holder, because right now these are what I got. These came on the kayak. It's just a little strap that comes up, holds your paddle right there. Tons of things happening to this kayak this year. I'm going to put an electric motor on the back. I'm on the fence about what I'm doing exactly, but I'm going to do that too. And when I do, I'll walk you guys through how I do that in case you guys want to make one for yourself, even though there are tons of videos on it on YouTube. So, but I'll do one anyway. Okay guys, I'm back. Apparently I ran out of storage space on my phone, which is what I'm recording on, so I had to delete some stuff. All I've done is put these things on, and I took a pencil. Once I got these straight up and down the way that I like them, I put a mark on here on each one so I can go ahead and screw everything together, and then I can just make the 2 9-inch sections that I need for these other spots, and that's it. Then I can put all the screws together, paint it, and we're done. So let's go ahead and do all that. I'm going to take these out. I'll do that. I'm going to go ahead and put the screws in. Put the screws in the top first. Then we can just take them, flip them over, put the screws in the bottom. Alright. These are the kind of screws that I like to use for it. They're flat on the bottom and round on the top, and they're just a Phillips head, and they're about a 1/2 inch long. That's all you need. You just need to go through the PVC and into the PVC below it. So that's all you really need. And again, I'm going to pre-drill all the holes with a drill bit that's smaller than the shaft. That's all you do. Pre-drill the hole, and that way it goes in nice and smooth and you don't break anything. There we go. And all the top screws are in. Go ahead and flip it up. Oh, That's right, I can't do that with these on there. There we go. Yeah, the spider's still here. Alright, make sure it's all put in tight. So, this side is all screwed together. Got screws in the top, screws in the bottom. Can wiggle around just a tad. So if you don't like that wiggle, you can put some in the sides. But to me, it's just a waste of screws because it's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to wiggle a little. But yeah, I mean, that's the gist of it. I won't make you watch me do the other side, but I will show you how I make these pieces here to go down inside here and here. And then we'll spray paint it real quick after we clean it all up. And then we'll be done. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so all I got to do left is to cut the openings on these. I already cut these at 9 inches exactly. And this one is for a bait casting reel. As you can see, the opening on the front is very wide and it has a little kicker off to this side. Basically, it's shaped like a cup, and then it kicks off at the top of this because bait casters have that spot on them where the gears are. The gears stick out a little bit, so you got to kick that off a little bit. And what you're going to want to do is make a shape roughly like that, cut it out. It's 1 5/8 inches from the top to the very bottom. Cut it out, put your reel in there, and see how it fits. You might have to shave it a little bit more, sand it off a little bit till it's nice and smooth. And then on the back, you just do another one of these. It's just like a U shape. And that's also 1 5/8 inches deep. That's for the little finger trigger area on your rod. If you don't have any bait casters and all you have are spinning combos, it's much easier. 1 5/8 inches down to the bottom, and you just do this little cup shape with a rounded top so that it's nice and smooth when you put it in there. And then you just sand it off with some sandpaper and paint it. But I'm not going to make you guys watch me cut these out. I use a Dremel tool with a cutting bit on it, and I just cut through there. It's extremely loud and obnoxious, but you could do it with a jigsaw if you were real careful. But I think it's a lot easier with the Dremel tool. So I'll go do those, and then I'll come back, I'll put them on there, and then we'll paint it, and we're done. Alright guys, I'm back. As you can see, I cut them with a Dremel tool with one of those little cut tools that looks kind of like a drill bit, but it's not. It actually cuts when you push it to the side. And then I sanded them off so it's nice and smooth. This one is for a spinning rod, and this one's for a casting rod. You'll notice this comes off a little bit more at an angle. That's for the gearbox that's on your casting reel. So we're going to go ahead and put these in. We're going to spray paint them real quick. This is the spray paint that I use, Krylon Fusion All-in-One. It's a matte black finish. You can use whatever color you want, but I do highly recommend Krylon Fusion All-in-One paint and primer. This stuff holds up 1,000,000 times better than any other spray paint I've ever used for things that are going to get wet, be outside in the sun all the time. This stuff just works. It works really good. So I think it's like $4 or $5 a can. So yeah, you can get cheaper stuff, and there's even more expensive stuff, but this works the best. let's put these together and spray paint them. I just put this board out here. This is what I always used to spray paint on. That way I don't get it on my concrete floors. Make sure we get these nice and tight. You'll notice that the whole thing kind of looks like it's twisted. It's actually not. What it is I had to make it that way so the rod holders that are on there, these go in there at an angle, and once they're in there, then it's a little bit flat. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good once it gets in there. You can take some sandpaper and rough all this stuff up if you want to. I never do, and it still turns out right. I don't even take the stickers off, the little price stickers. I just spray paint it. These out of there. They're gonna get spray painted anyway, but at least get them out of the way a little bit. The only thing I don't like about this is the tops are a little bit hard to get off. I've been shaking it for like 5 minutes now. Make sure we get it shook up pretty good. Go ahead and touch up this other stuff here while I'm at it. There's the finished product. I'll show you again once I put it back in the kayak so you can see what it looks like when it's in the kayak. Also, while I was out there in my basement cutting the stuff, because that's where I got my little workshop where I have my Dremel tool and stuff set up, I came out and checked the mail and I got this, if it'll focus. Titan Tungsten Warehouse. I ordered some stickers from them and I bought a couple of weights. I didn't want to buy too many right now because I got to take stock of what I don't have so that I know what I need to order. But once I do that, I'll have some more. And this right here is the finished product. As you can see, now I have 6 rod holders, 4 in the back, 2 in the front. Gotta wait for the paint to dry up more, and right about there some stuff got on the paint, so I gotta sand that back down and repaint it. But other than that, I think it looks pretty cool, and I can't wait to get on the water and test it out. But it should work just fine because with 4 rods it worked just fine. So I forgot to shoot an outro while I was out there making the rod holders, so I decided to just come in here and do another outro like last time. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helps somebody out. Maybe you were looking to do something like that, and it wasn't super detailed, but I think you could get the gist of it if you have any kind of basic skills with working with stuff like that. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I'm looking over here because I'm looking at the screen, but right there is actually the camera. Anyway, yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.